Hey guys, Ed here, and I'm posting a video for the first time in ages because Nate of the Thriftdwellers had the audacity to challenge me to compare my top 3 finds in the wild to his. This week is a channel that most of you are probably not going to know. They're a relatively new channel here on YouTube. It's Nate and Lester, or Lester and Nate. I don't know which one to put first. We'll go alphabetical order, so it'll be Lester and Nate. There you go. Now, the channel name is Thriftdweller. They are the Thriftdwellers. So here you go. Check them out.
What's up, YouTube? Thriftdwellers here. Lester, Nate. We're here to do EDT 1138's Top 3 Tuesday.
But then he went and ruined all my fun by challenging 3 other people. So, in order to make this interesting, I decided I needed to find a way to similarly challenge myself. And what I've decided to do is take 4 rules that each of these finds needs to meet in order to make this list. The rules are as follows. Number 1, it cannot have been found or given to me by someone else. Number 2, I still need to have it in my collection. Number 3, I need to have footage of the pickup in a video posted to my channel. And my personal favorite, number 4, Thriftdweller Nate cannot have commented on the video, which is particularly insidious because he was a prolific commenter on my videos back in the day. Now, when it was all said and done, I ended up finding 4 videos that met all 4 criteria, and I've chosen 3 that, while certainly not my best finds, will hopefully be a challenge to Nate. Okay, a couple of quick caveats here. First, you're going to see me reading from a list over here. It's because I'm old and apparently can't do this stuff off the cuff anymore because my memory's terrible. Second, you're going to notice that these are bundles, but Nate and the others had bundles in their videos too, so I figured it was alright. Now, number 3 is from a video titled The Facebook Only Pickup Video, which, as the name implies, was a Facebook Only Pickup video that I eventually ended up posting to my YouTube channel. I think that might be why Nate didn't comment on it, but this one isn't terribly interesting, except for the fact that I hadn't found anything in this Goodwill for a very long time, and I haven't found anything in it since I found these games. But on this particular day, when I walked in the front doors, I noticed all the way at the back of the store was this gray 3-tiered cart, and on top of it were bundled jewel cases. And you don't typically bundle music CDs, so I figured they were either games or just loose cases. When I got back there, there were several bundles of PlayStation games and I think 1 bundle of Dreamcast games. I ended up picking up 2 bundles of the PlayStation games for $6 a piece, and then the one Dreamcast bundle for $5. The PlayStation games are as follows. Had Rage Racer, Final Fantasy VIII, both the Greatest Hits and Black Label version, Final Fantasy IX Black Label, Parasite Eve, Resident Evil 2, Dino Crisis, and Tekken 2. According to price charting, the total for the PlayStation 1 games would be about $185 today. For the Dreamcast games, I had Sonic Adventure, Walt Disney World Quest Magical Racing Tour, Star Wars Racer, Frogger 2 Swampy's Revenge, and Namco Museum. According to price charting, the total for that was $119. The total spent was $19. The total value, according to price charting again, is $304. Not great, but it's number 3. Alright, now, for number 2, this is a mouthful, but I'm going to read the entire title. Thrift store video game pickups, and a friend convinces me to blow my Christmas money. I don't know how I can describe it any differently from that, but this one was another Goodwill store. What makes this one interesting is it was about 500 feet from a video game store. But on this day, I walked in, and right in front of the door was a glass case filled with bundles of video games and consoles. And in the video, I think it's right as I walk up to the case, but I ended up buying a bundle of Sega Genesis games and 2 bundles of NES games. I think I say in the video, though you might not hear it in a clip, that I also had a 35% off coupon. The breakdown was $1.30 per game, I think. Something to that effect. Here is the list of games, and there's quite a few. John Elway Quarterback, Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, found 3 of those. Tetris, Tennis, Silent Service, Solstice, WrestleMania, Airwolf, Jeopardy 25th Anniversary Edition, Fester's Quest, Bayou Billy, Rad Racer 2, Snoopy's Silly Sports, Back to the Future, Section Z, The Little Mermaid, Bases Loaded, Gorilla War, The Moffat Conspiracy, Tiny Toon Adventures, Dr. Mario, Yoshi, Super Mario Bros. 3, Mario is Missing, Super Mario Bros. 2, Mario Machines, The Legend of Zelda 5 Screw, And the total, according to price charting for the NES games, was $295. For the Genesis, these are all complete in box. There was Wheel of Fortune, RBI Baseball 3, Columns, Jurassic Park, The Lion King, Sonic 2, Gadget Twins, Vector Man, Sonic 3, Crackdown, Battletoads, and Double Dragon, The Ultimate Team Up, I think, Gary's, and Streets of Rage 3. Now, according to price charting, Streets of Rage 3 all by itself is worth about $225. Gary's is about $130. The Genesis total, according to price charting, is $581. The total I spent with the discount ended up being $50. The total value is $876. So there you go. Beat that, Nate. And finally, number one is from a video titled The Start of a New Collection, and the story begins with me on my lunch hour perusing Craigslist. Ended up finding a listing that I was really interested in that was about 10 minutes down the road. Gave them a quick call, they said I could check it out, and here is what I found. They refused to hold them for me until after work, but they did agree to take 50% up front and then 50% when I came back to pick them up. So I ran to the ATM machine, got the money, paid them their 50%, left to work about 2 hours early, got my little brother's truck, got my friend Eldon in his truck for the cost of Taco Bell dinner, which I'm sure he later regretted after he realized how much work this was going to be. We went back to get the arcade machines only to find out that we couldn't take them out the back door because they had a chain link fence and no gate. So you'd have to lift these cabinets over the fence, which was not going to happen. That left us with one option. Take them up a flight of stairs, across a narrow walkway, and then through the kitchen. Now, we ended up not using the dolly that you see in this picture here when we stopped for dinner later at Taco Bell. We ended up using these moving blankets, and what we had to do was lay the arcade machines on their back, slide them across this really cheap laminate floor without scratching it, go up the narrow flight of stairs with the wrought iron handrail, across the platform, stand them upright, turn them 90 degrees, go through the door, down around a 90-degree corner between cabinets and a kitchen island about 15 feet, where we had to turn them 90 degrees again, lay them down, carry them out the door, set them in the backs of the truck. Took us about 2 hours. When we were done and had them in the backs of the trucks, the wife came out and said, "I can't believe you guys got those out of here. Nobody has wanted to do this." And I said, "What do you mean nobody has wanted to do this?" She said, "Well, we've tried to sell them several times over the years. The last time was about 7 months ago. We were asking $500 a piece for them, and the only person that came to pick them up, when they got here and saw what they had to do to get them out, decided they didn't want them anymore." I got both of these cabinets for $100, and according to Exity's price guide, because I didn't want to use eBay, Super Cobra is worth between $500 and $750, and Zaxxon is worth between $800 and $1,200. So if you take the low end, it ends up being about $1,300. I paid $100, and then I paid an additional $40 in bits and pieces to repair them. So for $140, I got, at the low end, $1,300 worth of arcade cabinets. And Zaxxon is one of my favorite Sega arcade games, and you can see it sitting right back there. That thing was near pristine. I ended up buying a new control panel overlay for $14.99, I think, and I had a couple of new locks laying around. But that thing is, aside from the control panel overlay and the locks, all original, and it's in really good shape. Super Cobra is right over here. That one worked when I first got it home, but I ended up actually buying a 16-1 arcade board, replacing the monitor with an LCD screen, and I put a new control panel in it that had a trackball to go with the 16-1 board, but I have all the original parts. I have since repaired the sound issues on the board just by taking it apart, cleaning everything, and putting it back together again. I recapped the monitor, and the control panel is all original. It's inside the arcade cabinet over there, so I can make that one original anytime I want. Both cabinets are really nice. Now, I paid $100, and then I paid an additional $40 in bits and pieces to repair them. So for $140, I got, at the low end, $1,300 worth of arcade cabinets, and one of them happens to be my second favorite Sega arcade cabinet after Frogger. So there you go, Nate. That is number one. I'm losing my voice because it's about 5:30 in the morning, and I'm very tired. If you can beat that, good for you.
Thank you, EDT1138. This is awesome. You are officially a Thriftdweller member.